Hello, water signs. This is Kelly from Moon Pie Tarot. This is your weekly love reading from June 4th through the 10th, 2017. This is for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and now I'm including Venus. And the reason I'm including Venus is because a very dear friend of mine, who is also a tarot card reader, has been making a suggestion about listening to your Venus, whatever sign your Venus is in, to listen to that for love readings, because Venus is a sign of love, where the moon is about your emotions, and the sun is, what you present, the real you, and your rising's about what you present to the world. So when it comes to love, I have listened to my Venus signs. I believe my Venus is in Cancer. My rising sign is Scorpio, so I have a lot of emotional, but I'm also Virgo, so it balances out beautifully. Um, but when I've listened to the Venus, it really did resonate more, and she was absolutely right. So, you listen to whatever you like, but I definitely do feel like the Venus, after what she said, and the more I've tried to listen, it definitely does resonate more. Okay, um, so let's get started. So this is a love reading for the week of June 4th through the 10th for the water signs. This is for the first reading I'm going to do for singles, which is for those of you who have absolutely no one in your life, no one that you're dating. You are like, it's just you and your cat. Okay? So if it's just you and your cat, you're dating your cat. I don't know. But you're just completely on your own. Okay? Um, so there was something I wanted to say to you guys as well. For those of you who have an interest in someone, if you go to my website, moonpietarot.com, I have a special running from June 8th through the entire month of June, where if you're curious about someone, for those of you who are single, and also for those of you in a relationship, I'm running a 15-minute reading special where you can find out about um, the other person, how they're feeling, what they're thinking, what's going on with them, and I'll be using oracle cards for that reading. So starting June 8th, do check it out. Um, you could go over there now and purchase a reading. It's up now, but I'm preparing my cards. I don't know if they'll be ready by June 8th, but they might be. So just let me know. Send me a message and we'll figure it out. Okay, so for the singles, and also thank you to everyone who liked my friend's MS and mental health awareness page. She says thank you. Uh, you guys are awesome. Appreciate it so much. Okay. And also too, boy, I have a lot to say. I need to shut up. Also too, that for those of you, I've had a couple of people who have asked me, how can you do all the signs? In these weekly readings. And let me just say, the reason is that if you're listening, if you clicked on this because you're a water sign and you listen to the reading and it resonates for you, then the reading's for you. That's all I can tell you. Um, you wouldn't click on earth sign to listen for yourself. So believe me, there's water signs that click on this weekly reading and they're just like, nope, not resonating. So the message is just not for them this week. Okay? So that's why I just dropped some cards. That's okay. I'll get them. All right. So what's happening here? Your overall energy for the week, you have justice. So what's going on? You guys are waiting for some kind of a verdict or something to come in, or there's something. Can you see it? Is it focusing? Probably not. Of course not. Um, some of you could be dealing with a legal situation, maybe in business, or you're waiting for some kind of you're waiting for some kind of verdict. There's something you're waiting for some kind of answer to confirm something that you've been dealing with. Now, I know this is a love reading. Some of you may be single and you're waiting for divorce papers to come through, or you are you're waiting for some truth as well. And you want this truth. You might get some truth too. Something might be said to you this week. Somebody might admit something to you this week, or something maybe you've wanted to hear, maybe. Um, this card is not a waiting card, but I feel like this week you're waiting to hear something. You're waiting for something to come. I don't know why. Let me look here. Why am I keep saying waiting? I don't know. I just feel like you're waiting to hear something, but there's something's coming through. There's there's some kind of legal paper of some sort. If this is work related, if this is love related, whichever it is, you will hear something. If this is karma, debt being paid, the old, well, that person will get theirs. They're going to get it this week. This is definitely, whatever's coming in, you're going to hear about it, and it's going to be coming in your favor. Um, Now, at the beginning of the week, you have the Three of Pentacles. So this could have to do, this is something to do with three people, okay? Some of you are dealing with a three people situation. If this is a work situation or there's some kind of a love thing, uh, and I know I said singles, you don't have anyone on your mind, but someone is watching you. Someone has had their eye on you and they've been watching you very carefully, but like you don't know about it because your eyes are closed. You and both of their eyes are, you're in this very dreamy mode this week, I feel like, and someone is been watching your every move. I don't really feel like it's a bad thing. I just feel like, or you have been watching someone very closely, or at least will be this week, keeping your eye on someone, but you're in a very dreamy mode. Who are you watching? Because, I mean, this reading is usually for people who don't have someone in their life. There's no one in their mind or in the periphery. But, I have to be honest. I mean, I know there are some of you, but I just feel like everyone has someone that they like, or if this is someone from the past, I don't know. I just feel like you're in dreamy mode this week and you're keeping your eye, or or you're watching someone in your dreams. You're trying to communicate to someone in some way, in some kind of, but I don't know. I'm going to go through the rest of the reading and maybe it will come up. So you've got the wheel. And similar to what I was saying about justice, this card talks about things turning in your favor. So whatever this justice card is, whatever's coming to you, this verdict or this information you are needing to have, it will it will be in your favor. The wheel is up. Now I don't do reversals. So even if this wheel was down, it's still coming in your favor. It could just be delayed, but this wheel's up. It's coming in your favor. Maybe it'll take a little bit. Maybe it won't be this week, maybe it'll be next week. It's possible, but this is good luck for you. Whatever it is that you're waiting to hear back on, please leave me comments and let me know what if you're waiting for something, if you're single. I'm not sure what this has to do with it. The Queen of Pentacles. So some of you are dealing with an earth sign. So whomever this is, if this is someone that some of you could be single and crushing on this person. So this would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But you see, look at him down here. He's kind of like he's just at her feet, but he's not really, excuse me, my asthma's kicking in. I don't feel like this is you at all. Some of you may have Earth in your chart somewhere, and this verdict is coming to you. This is really because it sits underneath, but some of you also are dealing with waiting to hear something, some verdict or something back from this Queen of Pentacles, from this earth sign. It could be that. Female or male, it does not matter because this is a general reading, so those court cards can go in any direction. Yeah, but I feel like that's definitely what's coming through. You're waiting to hear something. Whatever it is, gosh, I don't want to do it. I don't usually do it, but I'm also on the cusp of Leo, and I'm curious as ever about stuff, and I really got to clarify what's happening. What is this verdict? What is this information? Oh, popping out. Well, it's Ace of Swords. So you're waiting to hear some kind of communication. You're trying to overcome, some obstacle will be overcome this week. This Ace of Swords is a new potential for overcoming obstacles. So if you've been dealing, now this Queen of Pentacles could be anybody, okay? This could be anyone. So I'm not going to go through like 50 different types of people. You will know, okay? But this could be family, friend, this could be someone that you are interested in, but you're still strictly single, okay? But you're waiting on some kind of an answer or verdict of some type of communication, of something that there was some kind of a block in the past, and now you're waiting to hear. You will be getting an answer from this person this week, and it's going to manifest some very new beginning for you. Okay. um, Sometimes I look at the magician, I think, oh, he's tricky, or his energy is manipulative. But if he was like that, yeah. And could he be? Sure. Could this magician? Sure. Could this person, this pentacle person, be like that? Sure, it's possible. But I don't feel that really. I just feel that this card is not really about a person. It's more about an energy of new manifestations, new beginning. Whatever this verdict is that's coming in your love life, or this person coming in new, this earth energy coming in new for you this week is going to start something new. I feel like you may have had blocks in the past. This could be someone new wanting to have a new beginning with you, or start a new relationship of some sort. And then you have the Page of Pentacles. So it could just be about hooking up for sex. You might be, maybe you were interested in getting together with someone, and if it's an earth person, they've been kind of aloof. They're really just like focused on themselves this week, and you're actually going to hear something back from them, overcome, like I said, some kind of an obstacle, and manifest some kind of communication with them. But one of the readings I just did, I can't remember which one it was, but I was talking about this Knave of Pentacles. I think it was the last reading that's below this. But what I was saying was, there's going to be like, there is a possibility you could try to get together with this person, but maybe manipulate them so that you can get them drunk and then try to like be with them. You might be doing that, water sign. So, I mean, if that's your MO, then hey, whatever. But there is this Knave of Pentacles, this page, even though it is like messages coming through of like, new developments and things, you could just be trying to meet someone for work, this person maybe because they're just so freaking aloof. Like I mean, she just has no emotion. He or she is just focused on themselves and they're just doing their thing and they don't care. And people are at their feet and they're just like, I think I need a boob job. I don't know. And they're just focused on themselves and you're just like, hey, let's let's meet in the office. I have some papers for you to sign. And then, here comes Mr. Manipulation. Haha, I'm going to play a trick. And they're going to like, here, have a drink and let's get these papers signed. And then they get you drunk or you get them drunk and try to get with them. Did I make sense? Anyway, something something weird that actually kind of happening for what sign was it? Was it air signs? Earth signs? I can't remember. Whatever the last reading was that I did. So that might be you playing out that cute little game this week, but whatever it is, whatever you've been trying to manifest in your love life with someone with perhaps an earth sign, doesn't have to be an earth sign, but whomever it is, it's going to come about this week. You're going to hear something this week about this person, or you're going to hear back from them. Um, and I think that if you're trying to make a move on someone, you're going to have to be a little tricky, maybe, or a little bit manipulative to try to get them to look your way because they're just really all about themselves and they're just, pretty happy with, they're just really focused on themselves this week. That's all. All right, so let's start with your couples. So, couples, for you water signs. Now, when I say couples, what I mean is this is for married, exclusive relationship, exclusively dating, could be friends with benefits, booty call. It's just that there's someone actually in your life. In whatever way they're in it, and whatever way this reading will be for you, okay? And if you're listening, now you can, of course, listen to the singles as well. You can listen to either one. If it resonates, it resonates. Because I know some of you are kind of like maybe on the fence with certain people. You're not really sure what you are. And if nothing's really been established or you haven't like set defining lines of a relationship or something or a person, like, or you're just about to, but it hasn't quite happened yet, listen to either one. It's fine. I'm not taking that, even though if it's going to show up, it will. So, yeah, this could be for whichever. For those of you who are just who skipped the singles, oh my gosh. Those of you who skipped the singles and are coming right to the couples, and you didn't hear that on my website, moonpietarot.com, I'm running a special 15 minutes for a reading about the other person, what they're thinking, how they feel about you, what's going on with them in regard to you. Okay, and it starts June 8th until the end of June. You can request the reading now. I'm preparing my cards this week. They'll be ready next week, but if they're ready sooner, usually my readings take up to a week anyway, so you can go ahead and request it now if you want. It's not a problem. Just send me an email and let me know what you want to do. And so we'll start with the couples. Okay. So I start off with 2 cards, and these are about the other person. The Moon and the Page of Swords. And then you have the 6 of Pentacles, Judgment, the 4 of Wands. Try to get my cards so you can see this. The 5 of Pentacles. Oh, the Knight of Swords. And the 3 of Pentacles. Did you get this in the last reading? I think you did. You did. I said you were being kind of dreamy. Okay, the other person, let's talk about them. They have the Moon and the Page of Swords. So Sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. So this person is, you could be dealing with someone who's Cancer. I'm sorry, yeah, or Pisces. So another water sign, or this is, no, this is definitely the other person. What's going on with them? Well, they take a lot of selfies. That's funny. Look, you can't even see it. When I want it to focus, it does, and when I don't want it to, bleh. Anyway, so they're holding up a mirror and a glass of wine. So you could be dealing with someone who takes a lot of photos of themselves, and the mirror is like reflection. They look at themselves a lot. Or you deal with someone who praises the booze. Either way. But the moon card generally stands for things that are hidden that begin to come to light. Okay? So I do feel like you're dealing with someone who may be starting to come out of hiding to some degree. Okay? Um, they're a very emotional person. Okay, well, very sensitive. That's what I want to say. Any vibration of emotion affects them. So you're a water sign, so you can relate to this. They are probably just as sensitive as you are. I always say, like, when I think of water signs, I always think of when I used to go fishing when I was a kid, and all those little minnows would be there right at the shallow part of the water. And I would just like throw a tiny little rock, or I would just touch the tip of the water, and the vibration it made, all the minnows scattered because they could feel it. And that's how you guys are. You feel something like a tiny little thing, and it's not a bad thing. It's just your energy. That's the direction it hits you. Some people it hits them in the brain and they process first before it gets to their emotions. And you guys, some of you may do that, but mostly like you take it to heart. It not in a negative way, it's just that you feel it deeply. So you're dealing with someone who is very much like yourself. They feel things very deeply. They're very sensitive. How they portray themselves is more like this Page of Swords energy, where they come across very a bit with a little bit of conflict. I think sometimes things that they say, perhaps maybe they're so sensitive that they come across as like they're argumentative, perhaps, or they're just, I just feel like their energy comes through as they're also like kind of a tease. So ladies, if you're dealing with a man, I don't want to say like he's a player or anything like that. He might seem that way, but the Page of Swords is usually messages, there's miscommunication, so it might be difficult to understand them sometimes, and because of their hidden emotions, there's a little Ramba going on downstairs. Because of their hidden emotions, they have defensive energy sometimes. I feel like that. So again, your overall energy is the Three of Pentacles. So here you are. Again, you're very dreamy this week. I feel like you're trying to, maybe you're communicating with maybe you're having dreams, crazy, like weird dreams. Stuff like you're waking up and then you go and you get in the shower and you're washing your hair and then it comes back and hits you and you're like, oh, wait, what? Why did I have that dream about that person or that thing? But there's some kind of communication that's happening to you. And it's weird to say dreamy because this is a Pentacles card, but I feel like these your emotions are very hidden. They're deep down inside, and there's a desire to communicate them. And also, um, again, since this layer here is about you, I feel like you are watching someone. And I think I said that because you had this in the singles. And I feel like you've got your eye on someone. You're watching someone. You're trying to communicate something to another person. Um, you have the Four of Wands over that. So this might have something to do with commitment. Perhaps you want to get into some type of a committed relationship with someone, but maybe it's difficult, for you to express that. your emotions, because this is pentacle energy. It's like your eyes are closed and you're dreaming about it and you're thinking about it. But the pentacles, like, you know, they don't express their love with communication. It's more like maybe a practical thing. So you may be feeling like you want, like you've got this passionate energy, something you might want to do, but you just don't know, you can't seem to get it out. There's like a block or something. You're blocked. Something's blocking you. The weight of these coins. You're maybe you're not being emotional enough with this person. You're too much in your mind. You're watching them too much that could be going on instead of really expressing yourself. And so you have this clinginess about you when it comes to this other person. The Six of Pentacles, you're clingy, but you're very giving, and you're giving because you're clingy, because you want to keep them there with you. You don't want this person to go in a different direction or walk away, or whatever it may be. Okay, the Six of Pentacles sometimes can be codependency. So, and codependency doesn't have to mean taking from someone. It can mean giving too much as well. So I don't know where you are with that. You have to kind of listen to this and figure that out. But I do feel like this energy is playing out. Um, and it's because there's some kind of a block to expressing emotions of some sort. Now, you also have the Judgment card. So this, to me, this card's about opening up. And look, you see this little angel. It's like a Cupid, and you would think it looks like he's playing a flute, but he's actually playing a rose. And this is really just the music of love. Judgment is about opening up, being exposed, and expressing, not hiding anymore, coming to the end of the line, coming up to the gates of heaven and waiting for. This card's about reconciliation as well. We like when we reconcile our checkbook, or we reconcile things in our lives. Okay, we've done this, we've done that. Judgment, paying attention to where we've been, what we need to do, how we need to express ourselves, which direction we need to go next. This is coming to terms with things in your life, about love or about this other person. And then you've got the Five of Pentacles. So in this deck, the Five of Pentacles is about pure romance. This is what you want with this other person. And again, we have more music here. It's a violin. So we've got, the music, love music here. There's something going on. I always feel like this card's about Rome. I love it. It's so beautiful. All those roses. So this is what you're hoping for. And this is something also, fives are manageability. So this relationship can work out with you and this other person, because I feel like perhaps they are a bit acting like, standoffish, or uh, feel like they give you conflict sometimes because maybe they want you to express, but you've been holding back something. I don't know what's going on, but you won't be doing that this week. You find this courage to, like, you find this courage to open up, because I don't feel like you want to stay in this. This card is a This card does remind you to find balance between give and take. So if you've been giving too much, you may need to pull back a little. If you've been taking too much, you may need to give back a little. This card, it doesn't have anything about balance on it. You just could be, it's funny. This card too talks to me about temptation. If you look here, which you probably won't be able to because it won't focus, but all these apples down here, and then she's taking a bite out of this apple. So to me, this message is coming through like the story of Adam and Eve. She takes a bite of the apple, it's temptation, and then he's tempted to be with her. Like, you have a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that has an addiction, or if it's you. Actually, I feel it's more like you might be addicted to another person, and you don't know if it's real. you don't know what you're confused, you don't know how to communicate, maybe even to yourself. Is this a sexual addiction, or is this a real relationship, or am I really feeling love? And you need to really start to reconcile with yourself this week what's going on within you, right? Because you've got this very emotional person, but there's also some conflict with this person. So you do need to reconcile what's happening with you. And then you need to take charge of this situation this week. Okay? Whether that's to, I don't feel like you're going to pull away from another person. I'm not seeing like a breakup or anything here. I am seeing this five of pentacles, and this is a card about, in this deck is about pure romance and coming together. So there is a possibility that you might actually take control of your love life this week and just confirm within yourself what's happening and get real with yourself. Asking yourself, do you want to be in a committed relationship with someone? Because I feel like you do, but you need to be sure yourself. So you need to do a little bit. You don't have the hermit, so you don't have like deep thinking. And I don't think you need to go into hermit mode. I think you already know, but you just have to find a balance in dealing with whatever's going on with you, because you're like crushing hard on your partner, or they're crushing hard on you, and something, but there's a little bit of conflict in this relationship, whatever it is, and you need to figure out if, even if you're already married, this is talking about a married couple already. You need clarity this week about your partner and within yourself and what's going on, and then take charge of the situation, and fight for it. If you feel like you need to fight for this relationship, male or female, fight for it, right? My old saying is shit or get off the pot. Pick a lane, whatever it is. Do not stay on the fence. Figure out what you want and then head in that direction. So, whatever it is for you, that's the advice that's coming through, because I feel like this person will begin to open up more, their emotions, whatever they're hiding inside, and they'll start to understand. And then the less of this energy, where this page of swords is like definitely conflict, messages back and forth, communication, um, text messages, emails, phone calls. It's riddled with some conflict or arguments back and forth with this person, that they could be giving you a problem, but they're not even really sure where they stand. They're still trying to figure it out as well. All right. So you may need to be the catalyst or the one to get that ball rolling, to help them which direction they're going. So you both need to figure out what you're doing. What the hell? What are you doing? Figure out what you're doing. You know, Move forward or move on. Either way. Okay, I'm done with this water sign reading. So that was your reading for the week. Again, go to my website, hit the buy now button for the 15-minute reading so you can find out what's going on with your partner. If you need more clarification, email me, or go to my website and follow through for there, and I'll give you an actual personal reading about the relationship and all that going on. All right, guys, it was great talking to you, and I will see you next week. Okay, take care. Bye.